Come on in. Hello, 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 everyone. Happy Motivational Monday. Who is in the house? There's my girl, Yvonne, back from being on the road. We're so glad to see you, Yvonne. Yay. Mary Ann is here. I see you, Mary Ann, sneaking in. Hi, Nancy and Sarah. Good to see you. Beverly's in the house. And so is Mary Ann, another Mary Ann. We got double Mary Anns today. Hi, Susan and V. Good to see you. Margot's here. And so is my Joanne. Hi, Juanita. Vanessa, yay! Hi, girls. Say hi to the girls. Hi, Yolanda. Good to see you, Mary Ann. And Lizzie, she's here. So's Julie. Bring it. Distance learning's gonna kill you. You're gonna hang in there. Hello, Susan. Jane, fresh new week. Yes, indeed. Gwen's here. So's Deborah. Hello, Helen. And there's our girl, Jenny. Jill's in the house. Nice to see you, Jill. Hey, Liz. Pretty Liz just had a birthday. She doesn't look a day over 20. So come on. Hi, Tammy, Angie. Good to see you. Thanks, Angie, or Liz. Liz is telling everybody to share. Are you gonna listen up? Hi, Marguerite, and there's Denise. Hello, hello. God, look at everybody here. Hi, Catherine. Come on in. Hi, Doris. That's right. Corliss. I hope your phone doesn't die too. There's Sonia. Hello. Yep. Birthday girl. Anyway, everyone's in the house. Man, look at us. We got a busy Monday. Are you excited about Monday? I always love my Mondays. There's my girl, Cassie. Here's what I like to do. When I am when I'm getting ready for Mondays, I always look at it, and who was it? I think it was just Jane who said it is a fresh new day. It's a fresh new week, and it is a fresh new week. I love fresh new weeks. To me, it's like New Year's Day, always. And, you know, today we're going to be talking about, I'm reading this really good book called The Motivational Manifesto by Brendon Burchard. He is so good. And one of the things that stood out to me was something that he said, and this is a direct quote from him: expectancy is the great differentiator between mere hope and motivation. So today we're going to be talking about that because, good grief, you know, we want to get beyond needing to feel motivated all the time and just choosing it. Amen to that, you know? I think we get stuck thinking, gosh, I just can't do this. Well, I say no to that. I say no to that. I think that we can indeed do it. So that's what I want to say about that. Tonight, by the way, we have our webinar sprint. Now, I just put this together for, you know, like last time, just so I could help y'all understand exactly what the sprint is. Well, this weekend I did a deep dive and I changed it up. I added a whole lot more slides. So if you've never come, this is your opportunity to go get signed up. Yes, you have to sign up because we hold seats for you. I'm going to tell you something. When we understand something really well from A to Z, soup to nuts, whatever, we have an opportunity then to really embrace it, to internalize it, and to do it. And that's what I want to see for you for this next sprint coming up. It is a needle mover and a half. So if you want to get signed up, go to savingdinner.com/burn. And I'm going to tell you right now, you will find this to be so interesting, so educational, and such a differentiator between just hoping you can do it and then actually being able to do it. It's a game changer, sincerely. So savingdinner.com/burn. It'll take you to the Crowdcast. It's free. Everything's free about this. You're really going to love it, though. It's going to give you all the information that, you know, you've been asking me for a long time. So just go do it right now. Open up another tab. I'm waiting. No, I'm not. This is our supplement of the week. I love this stuff. It's Crave Crusher. This gives you the crave crushing ability to absolutely knock it out of the park with getting your cravings under control. Sometimes we have an emergency and we go for our L-glutamine, right? You've seen me, I've shown you how to do it. I keep it on my desk and I dip into that when I need it. But to keep you going all day long, Crave Crusher. This stuff is amazing, and it is put together with a synergistic formulation in mind to keep your cravings at bay all during the day. We've got people who are hooked on this. When we run out, we get very sad emails. So take advantage of our supplement of the week, because if you put 3 in your cart, we will put the 4th one in for you. That's a promise. And that's absolutely free to you, right? And you'll get free shipping if you put ships free right there in the promo window. We're here to serve. And what I do, this is based on the way I operate, right? I don't like paying retail. I don't pay retail as much as I can. And so this is why I do these. We buy great portions of different supplements. We don't buy them all at one time because we just simply can't do that. But we'll go, okay, we're gonna buy these ones, lots of them, and then we pass the savings on to you. So take advantage of this. We only have one more day of this, Crave Crusher. Get yourself stocked up, okay? And it's, I think we have right there. Yeah, Jenny's got a link for you right there in the thing. And by the way, you'll get a mindful mug too if you are buying over $200 worth of stuff, stocking up and taking full advantage of everything. You're gonna love the mindful mug. Mindful mug is the cutest darn little thing you've ever did see. Our quote of the week is from Elijah Winfrey. He is a golfer turned philanthropist and helping people out with autism and understanding what autism is. And I think he's on such a mission. This is what he said: "No masterpiece was ever created by a lazy artist." I hate that word, lazy. But I think it's also important for us to look at is that when you make a decision not to do something, you don't get to create masterpieces. Masterpieces are created by doers, always. So I just want to say, put some action behind the things, the hopes and the dreams that you want, because then we get them, I love that. I love that so much. We have our Q&A on Friday too, if you're interested in that. Send an email into support@savingdinner.com in the subject line, question for Leanne on Friday. This Friday, I'll answer it for you. But today we're talking about expectancy. Sometimes we have expectations that are over and above what we really should be having because of, and we see this all the time in the holidays, don't we? All the time. Without fail, we go to that place. Without fail, we're thinking this time it's going to be different. But I don't want to talk about that as much as I want to talk about expectancy of how it is such a differentiator between just having mere hope and actually having motivation, because there is a big difference. And look at me, I'm just sitting here with my little teacher pencil. I'm having a homeschool moment, flashback. My children are grown. Doesn't happen. But we have this idea that we need to hope for motivation. I had a conversation going for a while with a woman who wrote in quite regularly, who's saying, how do you have motivation? I can't get off the couch. I can't do this and I can't do that. And I spent a lot of time on those emails, and I honestly wish I could keep them, could remember them, because I would make a really good blog post. But the point that I made when I was going back and forth with this woman is that motivation never ever comes by just hoping for it. Motivation is never something that you just drum up and you call to the gods in the sky and ask for it to rain down on you like manna from heaven. It's a difference between hoping and a difference between choosing. Because when we make choices, our choices are actually decisions. And we make a decision that is for ourselves, that's pro us, pro me. That motivation becomes something that just appears, because that motivation is all based on momentum, because motivation and momentum are, kindred spirits. We are always kindred spirits, aren't we? So we need to, how do we get to this place, right? How do we get to this place of going beyond hope and into the place of making a choice and into the place of actually doing once that choice has been made? Well, my whole thing is I fix on the dream. We all have dreams. And I believe that our dreams come from a place that's deep within. That is like, oh, I want that. And not just throwing out wishful thinking and not just polluting, our brains with, oh, I'd love to do that, but I just can't. And not going into the whole Eeyore thing of saying this is what I want, but instead saying this is what I want. Fixing it on the horizon of our brains. Fixing it as something that we actually want. Fixing it because it's something that we're going to go after. That's the differentiator right there. It's something that we're going to go after. And when we see that goal, and I've shown you my vision board, that I'm sitting there and I'm looking at my vision board right now, and I see that lake that I found in a magazine because I am going to buy a house that is on the lake. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me where. Don't ask me anything about it, but I know that this is what's going to come, and it will come to fruition. You guys watch. You're going to say, oh, I remember when you said that, Leanne. It's going to be fun. But this is the type of thing that we need to have, tangible, weird, stretch goals that we don't need to know how, we don't need to know when, we just need to know that that's enough inside of us. That's enough inside of us. Jane, they're really good. Jane just said, I love the mo prefix. Move, momentum, mobile, motivation. Yes, they all work together. There is a requirement that comes with motivation. We can't just sit and wait for it. I've said that to you about 1,000 times. But I believe that when we fix on the dream, and we're fixing on those dreams, when we start talking about them out loud, we start talking about them in tangible ways. When I, then I'll. When I get to this place, then I'll. And this is one thing that I'm going to say to you. When I get my little lake place, when I get my house there, I will have workshops there. You will be invited. You will be out on my deck with me. You'll go out on the boat with me. This is what I'm putting out there. I'm putting it out there because as I put it out, I can see it in my mind's eye and I can start doing the work to go toward it. And it's fun to live like that. Have you noticed that? Have you seen yourself in your mind's eye, maybe in a different pair of jeans? Have you seen yourself in your mind's eye walking into a room and everybody's saying, hey, what's up with you? You look great. What's up? Have you seen that? Because when you can fix on a dream, then you can start believing it. And you don't need to know how. The house will fall into your place. Have you noticed that? The house fall, you don't have to know exactly now. You don't have to. You just have to know that I need to do one thing. I need to do just that one thing to step into that and to go toward it. That's it. And when you start to do that, boy, do you feel different inside. It wells up inside of you and it's tangible. You can feel it. You start to think differently. You start to think and put it out there. And you start to surround yourself with people who are thinking the same way. This is why we develop the communities that we do. This is why we have the Hot Milk Sprint. This is why I'm saying line up, step up, get into it. Because I want you to see what you're made out of. The motivation and the momentum to getting there is incredible. See what Anita just said? My new remodeled kitchen looks pretty much close to the one she had on her vision board 10 years ago. And I can tell you a story of a guy that I know who had on his vision board some house that he found that he thought was just so beautiful. And he said, I want a house like this. And he clipped it out. It was from Architectural Digest, y'all. Clipped it out, put it on his vision board, and he was going through all this stuff, getting ready to move. And guess what? His son finds this and he goes, Dad, look, here's our house. It was his vision board from 5 years ago or 10 years ago or whatever, with that exact house on his vision board. He doesn't know how he got there per se. It was a lot of hard work, but he kept it fixed in his mind, and he didn't even connect the dots that this vision board had the house, the exact same house that he was moving into, because he had it in his mind's eye. I'll know it when I see it, and I keep saying that. Marla and I went this weekend to go look at a house that was, it was too far away. It was an hour away, and it was over the river and through the woods. And you know, I mean, we had to print out the directions, because it was turn right here, turn left here, turn right. It was zigzaggedy zig all the way there, 1 hour. And it was a cute little town, Saluda, North Carolina, if you're familiar with it. And then we went and had dinner afterwards, had a nice time. It was lovely. But I chose, when I saw this house, it just came up as one of these things, you know, take a look. And this house also, it's just so funny. It had like all this oddball art everywhere. And it was kind of it was a great big house, and you know, it was a little bit, it was this big stretch house, but I thought, I need to go see this. And on picture 21, you know how on Zillow they have all those pictures and everything. On picture 21, it had a headboard that was made out of an old door, and it had a bunch of, you know, sort of like graffiti on it. It was for a kid's room. And in it, it had the name Leanne. Not kidding. Spelt wrong, but nonetheless, the name Leanne. And I have been saying to Marla, we will know this house when we see it. It will have my name on it. And here is this house with my name on it, right on, literally on the headboard, right? And I thought, my goodness, maybe this is our house. And so there we go and we see it, and it's everything about it is not right. So was I disappointed? Was I upset? Was I whatever? No, I was not. I'm going to tell you exactly what it was. It was further motivation for my dream. It was like God said to me and tapped me on the shoulder. He said, you know, I told you I'm going to show you a house with your name on it, and it's going to happen. And you will know it when you see it. And don't worry about all the details. Don't worry about the hows. Don't worry about the whens. Just do your job. Stay fixed on that dream. Believe it. And allow for the enthusiasm to bubble up. And my enthusiasm is unquenchable, y'all. Of course, every once in a while, you know, I feel a little bit like, oh, this is just awful. But I'm going to tell you something. What I have found over all these years, and I get to pull that card, I get to play the old lady card with you. What I have found all these years is that when I stay fixed on a goal, when I stay enthusiastic and I work through it, even through the hard times, it happens. It comes to fruition. And then I know too that I need to prepare for that. I need to prepare for the inevitable. It is going to happen. You are invited to come out and sit on my deck with me and go out on the boat with me. You are invited to participate in this whole thing and to watch this unfolding, because it will. I am 100% convinced it will unfold. Now, we all have excuses, right? We all have. They're all lined up for us, just waiting to fall like dominoes. If we choose to allow them to do that, or we say no to that. We don't get sucked into the false emergencies. Oh, well, you can't because, you know, your kid fell down at school and skinned his knee and now you need to bring him out. So you can't have that thing because life wasn't exactly perfect. That's lame. We have lame excuses. We always have reasons to move into what's easier. But again, let's go back to this whole thing. Are you going to create a masterpiece? Are you? Do you want to create a masterpiece with your dream for yourself? With your dream for your family? With your dream for that new kitchen that Anita has? My house on the water? Your goal of having a new career that just sparks all kinds of enthusiasm in you? Having your own business? Having a different fill in the blank? Even a new pair of jeans. Keep your eyes on the prize. It's there. It's right there. It's fixed out there on the horizon, and it's just waiting for somebody to say grab it, and to say I'm going to do this, and to say I am worth the effort, and to say I love this goal because it lights me up. It brings me everything that I want, you know, within myself. I mean, not everything, but it brings out a new you. A you that stands up, a you that is persistent, a you that is resilient, a you that is beyond where you are right now. Because we're always growing when we make that determination that we're going to go after something. Because it takes true grit to go after something. It takes true tenacity to do the things that you want to do. It's easy to quit. But when you have enough information and when you make that decision for yourself, the world flips over on its side to accommodate you, because there's nothing that can stand between you and that goal when you're motivated. And when you're motivated, you got momentum on your side. And when you have momentum on your side, let's go. Everything is there. So be willing to be working. Be willing to have this dream of yours and to stand firm in it and to say, I'm going to do this no matter what. No more excuses. It's time for us to jump into this whole thing of understanding that our dreams are tangible and are real, and they can be had if we're willing to do the work, if we're willing to stay with it, if we're willing to not quit on ourselves, ever. You are a masterpiece in the making. Are you willing to do the work? I hope so. Because we are sprinting 1 week from today, and 1 week from today, you can change everything. And I'm serious, the 7-day program is a needle mover in more than one way. Ask anyone who's been there and who's been through it. So get signed up today, because it's tonight, to see the webinar, and I'm going to take you all the way through it, show you exactly what to do, and it's going to make a big, big difference. savingdinner.com/burn, because we're going to burn some fat and burn some old attitudes and burn the bridges, man. Burn the boats, because we're committed. Amen? Awesome. Peace, y'all. I appreciate the fact that you show up and that you've got such great enthusiasm for your own lives. It's going to take you everywhere. Peace be with you. Bye.